Okay, so now we're going to learn about Ruby on Rails classes and variable scope. So if you scroll to the bottom of the video, there will be this codes that you can copy and paste into your exercise file. So this is how we create a new class. We do class and we put the class name. When we start a new function, we do define function name, and then we specify the variable for the function, and we end the function by putting end. So this is ending the class, this is ending that method, display all, and so forth. And you can notice that here I use %d to echo out an integer, a numeric number, and %s for returning, for displaying the string. So here I create a new object of this class and store that in an object called branch. And when I create this new class, this is the initialize is the constructor for this class. So it initializes this object with the value that I pass here. Now x equals 5. I put it there just to indicate that this is a local variable. Branch is a local object. Instant variables start with @ sign, just one @ sign. An instance variable resides in a class and within the method. And this instant variable is available for all methods for that object. So I can use that here, here, here. Okay. Alright, so instant variable, and again, you should have a solid grasp on object-oriented programming before you're taking this course. But @ sign, that's an instant variable. That variable exists across all functions or methods for that instance object. Okay. Alright. Now, when that's repeated twice, that means that that's a class variable. And that's also going to be available for all the functions, but also for all the instances, all the different objects for that class. So it doesn't get changed. Alright, so go ahead and play around with it. There's also a global variable. Global variable starts with $, but you should using global variable is like really bad. So we won't really go over that. You really don't have to use that. Okay. All right. Even class variables aren't really used very much. In my years of programming, I think I only used it for theoretical stuff, for school assignments, and haven't really used it very much. Instant variables are used a lot. So make sure you understand local variables, which we did in the previous exercise, XYZ, and instant variables, which exist for the instance or instant object that we just created. Okay, so make sure that you understand that. If you have any question, ask your mentor and get some guidance. But play around with this. Go ahead and manually type this to make sure that you understand how this works and make sure you feel very comfortable. So if you were to execute this code, this is what you will see. You notice that I put a \n to add a new line just to make it look prettier. And this is what it shows. So go ahead and play around with this to make sure that you feel absolutely comfortable creating new classes, methods, passing variables to the functions, and also utilizing instant variable. Now in Ruby on Rails, instant variables are used a lot within controllers, and in the controller, instant variables gets passed to the views automatically. So you'll be using instant variables a lot when you go into Ruby on Rails framework. Okay? All right.